And how are we today?
I mean, I'm fine. There's just such a way to start. I'm good. I'm waiting for this graduate. I'm waiting for this degree.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm waiting on.
It's like a long road for us to get here. Like, figuratively and literally.
And literally. And literally. Because actually, no, I live 20 minutes away. But still, in spirit, it took a long road. It took a long road.
Well, now that you're about to be in on out of here, how about you tell our audience what your fixation is?
My fixation is the show SpongeBob SquarePants by Steven Hillenburg. It's been a really important show to me since I was a little kid because, like, A, who doesn't love SpongeBob? If you don't love SpongeBob, I got a problem with you. And B, it's just such a good show. It's just such a good show.
I mean, it's impossible to hate. Like,
it's impossible to hate.
I can't remember a time I didn't have SpongeBob in my life.
That's what I'm saying. See, you understand. You understand.
Which is also why it's weird to ask the question, when did your fixation start? Because it's SpongeBob.
I would love to say at birth. But I would say probably like 4 or 5 years old. But something about just the colors and just the uniqueness of why is there a talking sponge underwater? Like, it's just a show that even takes you back to childhood now because it was before I went to college. It was before I had to go get this degree. It was before I had to actually do something with my life. I could just sit there watching SpongeBob on Saturday mornings, like before school. Like, it's every childhood dream in my mind.
I don't think I really have a different experience outside of that. That's how everybody discovers SpongeBob.
It is.
Like, it's just, like, obviously I had better shows out there that were more like story and character oriented because SpongeBob is like mostly for the laugh.
Exactly.
Right? But like, if you don't know, if you were a child and you had nothing to put on, you just didn't know what to do, just throw on SpongeBob.
Just throw on SpongeBob. It's that simple. Like,
never go wrong.
It don't need all that complex lore. As much as I love some complex lore, Steven Universe fan all the way down. But it's just good. It will just fill you with a good time. After you're done watching it, you're just like, peace. Like,
what's your favorite character in SpongeBob though?
I mean, people aren't gonna hate me because of Squidward. Like, you just gotta love Squidward. You just gotta love a good old Squidward crash out because in my adult ages, a good old Squidward crash out is what I need in this life. Every 2 minutes.
That's not an overrated opinion. Everybody understands Squidward, and as we get older, we understand him more. We
understand Squidward because if I had a freaking 5'2" sponge and a sea star with like 2 brain cells in my door every day, I would crash out too. I would throw something. I'm about to call my people on him because what are we doing?
It ain't my fault he ran right in front of my truck.
Where? On the interstate?
My favorite might be Mr. Krabs in recent years. Like, if you ask me as a kid, I'd probably say Patrick. Like, old Patrick. Not this new Patrick whatever we got, and we'll get to that, by the way.
Thank you.
But the old Patrick, that guy was funny.
That was funny.
He's the funniest thing to ever exist. But if it was like modern day, it's probably Mr. Krabs. Because he could just never not be funny.
That's exactly like, the minute I hear freaking penny pinching feet touch the floor, I'm like, okay, here he comes. We ready for him, y'all. Let's, like, you just gotta love a cheapskate. I understand him now. That is my spirit. And the whole freaking Mr. Krabs, like
I would be like, man, Mr. Krabs is so greedy, but I don't know.
He's
a pretty cool thing to have.
He making some good points, I fear. But why does he need 2? That's my question. Why do you need 2 restaurants?
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money!
Now, I feel like this is a pretty interesting question to ask because, it's obvious. I feel like I should ask this future episode later, but I want to instead ask, what is your favorite SpongeBob movie? Now, there's no contest, and we already know what we are going to say, but the reason I'm asking is because there's like a 50 bazillion of them now.
I know.
I think there's one every year.
Nickelodeon disappoints me because why do we have to have 5 different SpongeBob movies? Why can't we just stick? I don't know. I think there's 3, or there was 3 the last time I checked before they started making all this Camp Coral and Patrick Star Show and whatnot. Hold on this topic, but number 1's obviously the best. We gotta love the original. And I'm a king of nostalgia, so I love the original. But I will say there is a small place, very small, very tiny, spot in my heart for the second movie, the Out of Water one, just because that was like the first one I saw in theaters. The original one came out the year I was born. I was not seeing that as a baby. So like the second one just has that place in my heart because I really memorized it as a kid. But number one is objectively better.
But did Sponge Out, I kind of feel the same thing for like Sponge Out of Water because like it was pretty obvious like this movie doesn't hold a candle to the first movie.
No.
Like it was obvious that they. But of all SpongeBob movies that are SpongeBob movies, Sponge Out of Water outside of the first movie is the closest that we're gonna
closest
get
thing
to like the real energy of SpongeBob.
You have the old era of SpongeBob. Everyone loves it. You know, seasons 1 through 3, everyone can't get enough of that. I know I can't. Then you have the seasons that gets a little rougher, but there's a point where SpongeBob is still good, even in its new episodes. And then there's a point where it's just cash grab.
Pick for Robin Clean. Pick for Robin Clean. And I'll be satisfied having a family. Well, in that chamber when I pick for Robin Clean. For Robin Clean. Pick for Robin Clean. Oh, didn't that jaybird laugh when I pick for Robin Clean?
No, wait, leave it, calm down. We gotta think. Let it go. We gotta think on this thing. We gotta think. Okay? Get the cameras in the
No! Not yet. We'll get to this, but not yet.
What is your favorite episode?
You can't ask me that. That's actually impossible. I can't even give you an answer. I'm trying so hard, but there's like what 20 seasons of the show now?
Yeah.
I really can't say I have a favorite. Like there's just too many, but
There's too many great ones.
probably something with Squidward in it. I love every single episode to focus on Squidward. Oh, that is one that I watched recently that I really like. Krusty Krab is unfair. Krusty Krab is unfair. Mr. Krabs is in there, standing at the concession, plotting his impression. Because why does SpongeBob have bars? Why does SpongeBob have bars? Like, why did y'all eat?
The way SpongeBob crashed out as Squidward for like not getting a job, I remember
That
forever. That is forever ingrained in my head.
that actually might be one of my top 10, if I'm being so honest.
Because when I need a job done, I get someone with a job to do that job.
What are you saying?
But another thing that SpongeBob is pretty well known for is that there are, for some reason, a lot of songs. Like,
But my musical heart love him real bad. You talk about some Gary come home, bring Gary back, bring him here. He needed a solo on that song. He needed to have a little saxophone solo. They could have gave him something that's Gary, you know? But like, I honestly love SpongeBob music. They're all just really iconic. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have your campfire song. I learned how to play that on my guitar years ago. You know, you got your campfire song, you got your Gary come home, you got your Christmas music. I'm telling you, both the original SpongeBob Christmas special and the like exactly, they both have some good music in them. And
they taught me the most valuable lesson of Christmas. Just don't be a jerk.
Don't be an echo. That's all he said.
Like, that's that simple.
And it's real, because there are too many of them in this world.
I feel like statistically the band song is the best.
The band.
But just like the energy, the build up, the episode of it all. But if I had to say my favorite song with SpongeBob, it's probably.
I hate this channel.
No!
Mr. Sun came up and he smiled at me. Said it's gonna be a good one, just wait and see. Jumped out of bed and I ran outside, feeling so extra ecstatified. It's the best day ever.
I don't really say it's my favorite as imagine, like, I think it's the best of Black
Yeah.
song, but more so than the best day ever, it's like the most SpongeBob song out there.
And it is. Besides the theme song, when you hear that one, that's what you're thinking of. You're thinking, oh, SpongeBob's on. Let me go turn on this remote, turn up the volume. Because it just, I feel like SpongeBob at its core just radiates that childlikeness. And having an idea that this is the best day ever, you know, like this is just such a wonderful thing. Look, I'm too cynical for that now.
It can be the best day ever.
Exactly.
That's what the whole episode was, just making your day the best day
Making
ever.
this day the best day ever. See, because SpongeBob be teaching y'all lessons. Y'all don't want to hear that though. Y'all don't want to hear that though.
How long do we have to keep this up?
Just till his little heart gives out, Squidward. Just till his little heart gives out.
I want to ask you about the Dark Ages of SpongeBob. You knew this was coming.
I knew it was coming.
You knew this was coming.
I knew it.
After we lost the legend.
The
legend that is Steven. After we lost that legend, it was all just downhill.
Garbage, trash can, basura. Like there was, it breaks my heart. It honestly breaks my heart.
Oh, hey, who left this bowl of onions here?
Because it just, the animation itself is so, not even corny, just cheap. Like the animation, how does the older animation top the newer animation? How did you make 20 years worth of difference look worse? That's what I'm not understanding.
And I don't know how to explain it, but when people, like, there'll be something to look at SpongeBob and they'll be like, it's the same show. But when I see a new SpongeBob episode and different from the old ones, I know it when I see it.
Exactly, I can just tell. Like, it's the humor style. The humor was, adults could watch the show and have a laugh. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it had the same fate as the Teen Titans Go. Well, Teen Titans period. Teen Titans was such a good show. Obviously, this is a different thing. And then Teen Titans Go came along, and all it was toilet humor and bad 2D animation and songs that didn't make any sense. That's just SpongeBob now, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart.
Would you get out of here?
But like, I can see that. You can see the Steven Hillenburg in the eras, because you know they had the era where he wasn't there, where he left, and the episodes. Those were the episodes that are most nostalgic to me because I was there for them. I watched them live when they came on. You can see the era where Steven Hillenburg left, and you can tell when he came back because stuff started to get better. And then when he passed, it's just garbage on a plate. Just throw it away.
And it sucks even more than knowing that SpongeBob is just never gonna die. It's the
It's
Mickey
never
Mouse
gonna
of
die.
Nickelodeon. And it really sucks. It really sucks. So I just don't feel that same childlike appeal with SpongeBob anymore. Because obviously you grow up, right? But the old cartoons that I still watch, and the new ones that come out, I still get appreciation out of them. But
Exactly.
so it can't be just me, because when I look at new SpongeBob, I just don't see it.
It's retching. Like it's invalidating to my spirit. Like that's how bad it is.
It disgusts me.
It disgusts me. It's the scum of the earth. It's the barnacles of the earth. That is what new SpongeBob is.
Hey!
Well, out of all the episodes that have been brought to us by the SpongeBob series, I have to ask you for our last question. What is the biggest thing that SpongeBob taught us?
Have fun. Really just have fun in life. Because throughout every single thing, no matter what hardship, happens, I feel like there's always just an episode where they just live their life for real. Even Squidward. There will be episodes where Squidward has some happiness. Like, look at Sweet Victory. That man was out there doing his thing for real. Like, I love that for him. Like, don't let Mr. Tentacles down. Don't let Mr. Tentacles down. That man be going through a lot. Give him some joy. But I just really think SpongeBob teaches you to live your life, be happy, just really enjoy the things around you, that even when stuff goes wrong, it can be fixed. You only live this life once. Like, why not live it watching SpongeBob? That's my opinion. That's my answer. But
SpongeBob taught me that it's taught me that it's the little things in life, really. Because SpongeBob generally thinks he has the most perfect life. He only has a handful of friends, literally a handful of friends. has a pet snail, and he works as a fry cook and gets paid under minimum wage, and he would not change any of it for the entire world. That's what he sees as his ideal life. So it's just the little things, like life can dip, really down, like in the gutter, but there's always something to live for.
There's always something to look forward to. I don't know how the little sponge does it, but look at him. You know, I feel like we can all take something from SpongeBob. Just maybe not the toxic positivity, but just the positivity in general of you in a bad situation, you still got a smile on your face. You cooking all these little patties, people yelling at you trying to get your patty out faster, but like, you still in there serving them smiles.
I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers, yeah. Goofy, goofy, goober, goober.
Unfortunately, we are all out of time, so I thank you for coming over to our show, Fixation.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Thank you. And I hope everybody can enjoy his episode on SpongeBob, and you tune in for the next episode of Fixations. And that ends our week's Fixation. Please support the official release of any source material you've seen used in this episode, and all information and music used will be located on your screen for you right now. And hey, if you want to be in the show, I will leave my information down on the screen for you as well, or you can just come talk to me anytime you wish on Fayetteville State University. Thank you for watching, and tune in for next week's Fixation.